What's up you guys, it's your girl CASwCOY back on this channel with another video. If you haven't read that title, then you already know what today's video is going to be about. Without further ado, let's get right into it. If you're new to this channel or if you just haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Let's get into these mods. As my channel continues to grow, I see more and more comments of people asking what mods in CC I like to use. So let me show you guys some of the recent mods and custom content that I added into my game that I really like to play with. So we're gonna start off with the common household that I've used in my mods videos, Paris, Ivering, and her roommate. If you guys can tell that you probably haven't noticed in any of my other videos, I now have the pink UI mod. I'll have the creator's name on the screen. I believe their name is German and I don't want to butcher it, so I'm just gonna put it on the screen for you guys and link it down in the description box below so you can download it as well. This creator also has other colorways like the dark mode, red, orange, purple, green, and much more, so you guys can definitely head over to their Patreon that will be linked and download whichever colorway you want. But my favorite color is pink, so of course I had to get the pink UI. All of the sim interactions are pink, including the build buy mode. Like literally everything is pink and I love it so much. If you guys are a returner to my channel, you know a lot of things on my channel is pink, like my captions, my thumbnails, my titles, everything. Even my room is pink. But don't worry, if you're not a pink girly like me and some of my other subscribers, this creator does have options for you, so just head over to their Patreon and check them out. If you're a returner to my channel or if you watch my realistic mods video, then you already know I love realism in my game. So moving into the next mod by 20th Century Plumbob, we have map overrides. So I only overrode Willow Creek, but I plan to do the other ones. But if you can already see, Willow Creek is so beautiful. It's so full and looks so realistic. It has such a cleaner, more aesthetic look than the regular EA maps do. It's so pleasing, especially when I'm doing let's play recordings or just regular recordings. It looks so much better. So if you guys like to play with realism like me, definitely download these overrides for all the worlds in your game. That leads me right into a mod that I've recently downloaded. If you're a little bit of a gamer, you might recognize where my font replacement is from. This is a Life is Strange collection font replacement by Moonwood Mills. Besides the pink UI mod, this is probably one of my favorite mods that I have downloaded in the past month or two. I specifically have the 123 marker version, but as you can see, it replaces the font for pretty much everything, even in gallery. The text description for households, literally everything is font replaced with this override. It just makes my game look much softer and it blends well with that pink UI and just makes everything look really aesthetic and like girly in a sense. It really makes my game overall enjoyable to look at, so definitely download this if you want a more softer font or a softer look to your game. That's all for that mod. Let's move into the next one. The next mod I want to introduce is the functional VR headset mod. The creator's name will be displayed on the screen. This mod can be easily accessed in the build buy mode. All you have to do is search VR and the VR goggles search result will come up, or you can just access them in the activities and skills category. They have a couple of colorways and my favorite one is the purple one. Once you place it in the lot, you can't change the color, so make sure you change the color before you actually place it. Once you've chosen the color that you like, all you have to do is click on it and place it in your inventory. Once it's in your inventory, you can click on it and click Start Adventure. It's definitely better to use this mod in an open space because your Sims will definitely walk through walls with this mod. Overall, it's really fun and you can actually see your Sims have that VR experience. If you ever actually used a VR, it's kind of very realistic to the animations that you get with this mod, except for the levitating part. But at the end of the day, this is a video game, so you kind of expect a little bit of non-realistic things to happen. But overall, it's a really cool mod to watch my Sims use, and it's really fun for them to use as well. I feel like this would be a very good thing to do for like a date night gameplay series or something like that. So definitely download this if you're into that. That's pretty much all for this mod. Let's move on to the next one. Another one of my favorite mods is Ravishing's Family Portraits. This mod is easily accessed by just typing in family into the search bar in the build buy mode. If you want to get fancy, you can alter your filter items so that it only shows custom content, but it's still pretty easy for me to find just by searching family in the search bar. So I have two different versions of this and they come with different color frames, but you simply just select one and it comes in different colorways, and the colorways are the backgrounds of the picture. Once you choose the background colorway that you want, you can can place it on any functional wall that you would like. After that, just go into play mode or live mode and click on the picture, and then all the options will come up like randomize pose, change outfit in the picture, change the frame color, and so much more. This is a great addition to your game if you play with families. Even if you just want a portrait of your sim by itself, it's also really cool to play with, only because it's really convenient so that you don't have to set up your sim in poses and then use the Andrew pose player and all of that just to get a family portrait. So it's really easy to use and really self-explanatory, and I really love this mod. It just adds that bit of realism and uniqueness into my game, and we all love convenience, and this mod gives just that. You also have the option to lock in the portrait. I'm pretty sure that's just so that the picture doesn't change or anything like that. And then you also have the option to appreciate portrait, which is what I had my sim do here. Again, this is just a really good mod to use if you guys struggle with using pose players or animations, and it's just really convenient because it's really quick and easy to use. But if you guys are like me and you like realism and you like convenience, go ahead to the creator's Patreon or website that I'll definitely have linked in the description to download this mod. I typically don't play with teenagers or kids, but when I do, there's this new mod that I downloaded that I love to add into my gameplay. It's Ask for Allowance by Little Miss Sam. You access it by clicking on your mom or your parent and going to friendly and then clicking on more choices, I believe twice, and then you have the Ask for Allowance button. It'll then come up with a text box and you can either click sure or not yet, and then you can select the allowance amount. As far as realistic gameplay goes, this is a great addition to having your game because realistically, what teenager doesn't want allowance? Depending on the dynamic of the family and the finances, I always click medium amount. Once you click on the amount that you want, you will get a text bubble in your notification wall, and it basically just lets you know that teenagers' allowances will be based on their actions, their grades, etc. So if your kids are failing, their allowance might not be as high as before, and if they're also being mischievous and disrespectful, their allowance can also be lowered that way. It also lets you know in the notification that you can take away their allowance if you want to, and it also shows you how the teenager or the child can access their allowance funds. You simply go to the phone, you go to household, and allowance account should be right at the top. You'll get this text bubble that just says their allowance balance and how much you want to transfer to household. This is really cool if you want to set your teenagers some expectations and some responsibilities, because you can have them transfer a certain amount to the household for like pretend phone bill or pretend light bill to show them a little bit of responsibility. But that's just depending on household and income and things like that. But this is a really fun and realistic mod that I like to use with my younger sims. Along with every other mod, I'll definitely have this one linked down in the description box for everyone to download. Since we're already talking about mods for children and teens, let's move on to one of my favorite mods by the same creator that made the VR goggles. This is Functional Lemonade Stand by that same creator. This gives your child the chance to have a functional lemonade stand like every child has probably wanted at one point of time. You can easily access this in the build by mode by just typing in lemonade, and the stand should be the first result you see. This mod also has a functional bakery cell stand. I did not test this out in this video because I actually did not know that this was an add-on until afterwards. But if you guys want to see that in another mod video, please comment down below and I'll review that as well. With the lemonade stand, you can basically place it anywhere on your lot and just click on it and do 10 stall. Technically anyone can 10 the stall, but it looks better and it's more functional if a child does it. It's a pretty short stand, so if an adult is doing it, it's kind of off-centered. But once you click 10 stall, your sim will just walk to the stall and kind of just stand there. I'm using this example family from my sims. It's a base game family. I tried to kind of add some custom content to him, but it just did not go well. So I'm just gonna have the other members of the family come to the stall and order some lemonade. If you can see, it has a bunch of different flavors like blueberry, strawberry, and all types of that. But since we're doing a lemonade stand, I'm just gonna have them get the regular lemonade drink. Unfortunately, each drink is 25 simoleons on this creator's Patreon, it does say it take it down to $10, but unfortunately I don't think it did for my game. Maybe that's just a glitch in the matrix. But yeah, inflation is $25. So if you're running a tight ship, you might not want to add this into your game unless it's strictly for your sim to gain more money, which it should be used for. So it might not be realistic to have the family members like buy from the lemonade stand unless you're just balling like this family is. But you can just have like passerbys if you have the control any sim mod, or if you have the MCC commands, you can make pass by your sims buy lemonade from this lemonade stand. Overall, this is a really cute and realistic way for your younger sims to make money. This is kind of what the lemonade looks like in the cup. It's actually really cool. It has ice cubes and everything on the inside, and it even has those red cups for the realism of lemonade. So if you guys like that mod and really want to download it, I'll have that link down in the description as well. Let's move on to the next mod. If you made it this far into the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you guys' support. It really helps my channel grow, and I love growing with you guys. So let's move right back into the mods. So the next one I'm going to talk about is actually an override. I've downloaded this before in the past, but I recently downloaded it again. This override is the PC Games override. It gives your sims realistic PC game options that they can play on any functional PC. You actually get 3 sets that you can download from. I downloaded from the first set, I believe, which comes with like GTA, Apex Legends, IMVU, Second Life. These games are easily accessible by just clicking on any functional PC and then clicking on play game, and then you have all the options there. This just has a really realistic feel to my game, and I really do love overrides, and as you guys know, I love the realism. And like I said in a previous mod video that I made, I just love when I can relate to my sims, and these are some of the same exact games that I play. So if you guys feel the same way, head over to the creator's Patreon and download this override. Since we're already on the topic of overrides, let's get into one of my new favorites. This override has been out since 2019 and I'm just now finding out about it. So if you also don't know about this override, just download it for the sake of not knowing. That is the Uno card replacement override by Yak Farm Creations. This creator and its website is in Korean, so if you guys are not familiar with the language or you don't have like a translator on your web browser, it's still really accessible and easy to download. To use this mod, it's really easy. All you have to do is open up your build by mode and place any functional game table in your lot. So I just chose this random one and placed it closest to my kitchen. I changed the color, added some cute little chairs just to set it up and make it look nice. It doesn't matter how or where you set it up as long as it's functional. Now that I have the table all made up exactly how I want it to, I'm just going to invite some of my sims to play a card game. Once everyone gets to the table, they immediately pull out the cards. You can see it's that bright red Uno packaging. It's slightly inaccurate because everyone has their own deck of cards, which is not really how Uno works. But as you can see, I'm like going behind them and I see everyone's deck and it looks exactly like Uno. This override runs so smoothly and it's so neat. This override also comes with 2 versions of the bicycle game cards. It comes with the blue-red version and also the black version, so maybe you could do like a cookout thing and have everyone play spades or Uno. Overall, this is just a really cute override that everyone should have in their game, so definitely go download that. Let's move on to my last and final mod for this video. Another one of my favorite mods that recently came out maybe like 4 days ago is the paired selfie mod by Dear Kim. There are currently 8 versions of this mod, but versions 7 and 8 are early access only and will be available to the public on May 1st. So if you guys like the current versions and don't want to wait till May, please go ahead and buy their Patreon and download this mod. So you basically just go to your phone, select the camera, select take a selfie with someone, and then the selfie mode will come up, and then you can just randomize each mood. So with this mod, they have different poses for each mood, which is really great. So as you can see, these are definitely different pose packs than what comes with the actual game, and it is literally the cutest I've ever seen. My favorite pose with this mod is the finger hearts one. There's also a pose where they both give a thumbs up and it's just so quirky and so cute. This is another amazing mod to have if you guys struggle with using pose packs or pose players. If you guys don't know already, as soon as you take a selfie, all of the pictures will be placed in your inventory. This is another amazing way to have family pictures in all of my homes. These poses just add a little bit of realism for me because I know people who do these poses, and sometimes I even do them myself. The poses that come with the regular EA selfie mode, they're just a little outdated at this point. I really do like using the selfie mode, especially for like date night photos or even just using it with my teens. It's really cute when I use it with my teenagers or my kids and they have a bunch of selfies with their friends. It also comes in handy as like a decoratory aspect, so if you guys like that mod and you like the poses, go ahead and head over to that Patreon and download them as well. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for being patient with me and continue to subscribe, like, and comment on all of my videos. My closing message for today is I know midterms had just passed, so I really hope everyone passed their midterms and you guys are doing well in school and class. If you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. CASwCOY signing off.